All right, so there are three main things that have helped me become a millionaire at the age of 25: cryptocurrency, real estate, and Amazon FBA. And in today's video, what I want to do is break down my thoughts about each individual opportunity, helping you understand which is going to be the best fit for you. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. My name is Trevin Peterson. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've built up multiple seven-figure businesses. And in today's video, what I want to do is share with you my thoughts between crypto, real estate, and Amazon FBA. I am heavily invested into each of these asset classes. I have hundreds of thousands of dollars in crypto. I have 5 rental properties, and then I also have my primary residence. So I have 6 pieces of real estate. And then I also have an Amazon FBA business that does 7 figures every single year. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to these different opportunities. And I just want to share with you guys some insight and help you understand which is going to be the best fit for you. And if you don't know much about crypto, about real estate, or about Amazon FBA, this is going to be the perfect video for you. So if you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor, go down, hit the subscribe button, like the video, drop a comment, and let's get into it. All right, so let's first and foremost talk about crypto. Cryptocurrency has been the craze for the last year, and it is becoming extremely popular. People are making a ton of money, and people are losing a lot of money. And my thoughts on crypto is I do believe that it's going to be the future. And I do believe, and this is not financial advice, but I believe that everybody should dabble and have a little bit of crypto, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, the main coins. I would say at least have some of it, because I do think in the future, people are going to start adopting it. And you already saw that El Salvador totally just adopted Bitcoin, and it's only going to become more and more popular. And if that's the case, then having a couple $100s, a couple $1,000s of crypto is going to pay dividends in the long run. So that is kind of my first initial thoughts when it comes to crypto. I am no crypto expert. My first transaction was back in January 2019. I bought 3 Bitcoins for $3,600 a coin. Now that was the best $12,000 investment I've ever made. But the one thing that you have to understand going into it is I could have lost that money with the snap of a finger. And a lot of times people don't realize that. And so we're going to come over here and talk about some kind of cons to crypto, because everybody comes into it and they just want to make a bunch of money. And yes, it is possible, but please understand these key points. So number one, it's super volatile. At any given moment, it could shoot up 1,000%, but then tomorrow it could drop 1,000%. So it's just kind of a roller coaster, and that's kind of the fun part with it. But at the same time, if you're super attached to the money that you're investing and you basically investing your life savings, hoping that it goes well, that's probably not the smartest strategy, because you're going to have ups and downs. The next thing that I kind of dislike about crypto is it kind of has a get rich quick kind of stigma around crypto, is because everybody's like, oh, I'm just going to invest $100 or $1,000 into this coin and I'm going to be a millionaire. Now that does happen, but if you're banking on crypto helping you become a millionaire, that's probably not the best strategy. Go learn a skill set, go build a business, and use that money from the business to invest into things like crypto and have it like kind of play money. And so that's kind of my mindset with the money that I invest in crypto, is I'm not putting $1 in crypto that I'm not willing to lose. And if you have that mindset, then I would say crypto is an amazing investment. So that's the second thing. The third thing that I want to talk about is there's no cash flow. Now there are things like BlockFi where you can put your Bitcoin in this wallet and it accrues interest at like a 4.5% annually. Now that's not a ton, but it is better than having your money sitting in the bank. And if Bitcoin goes up and you're making interest on that 4.5%, then it's amazing. But if Bitcoin is going down and you're making 4.5%, it's not really doing anything. You're actually losing money. So the cash flow issue is kind of a struggle for me, because I like having monthly cash flow to either improve my lifestyle, or I can use that money to then go reinvest into more investments. So cryptocurrency doesn't provide a true monthly cash flow. The next thing is capital gains tax. This is one thing that I absolutely hate about crypto, is let's say I turn that $12,000 into $100,000. Well, I have to pay a lot of money in taxes if I pull that out. And so those gains get cut in half essentially. Now, that's still incredible gains, and I'm not complaining about that, but at the same time, there's other investments where there's more of a tax strategy plan, where with crypto, they're taxing you a lot. And if Biden passes the law on the capital gains tax, it's only going to increase, and therefore your gains aren't as big as you thought they were. The last thing that I want to talk about is a government ban. The chance of this happening is kind of slim and none, but if it does, at any given moment, the government could kind of snap their finger and ban crypto in the United States. And if that happens, Bitcoin, Ethereum is going to tank hard. Now you can have like hard wallets and different wallets kind of overseas if you want, but that would put a lot of people in a bind because they have hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, and all of a sudden the government's like, hey, screw crypto. So if you understand all of those things going into crypto, then I would say go for it. I think it's a great investment. I think it is the future. Again, this is not financial advice. I've done very well with crypto. Like I've mentioned, I started back in 2019 and I just keep adding to my portfolio, and it's worked out really, really well for me. So those are my thoughts on crypto. And now what I want to do is jump into real estate. And I'm going to be honest, I love real estate. There's not really a bad thing about it in my eyes. Now, there are some things that can be headache and hassles, and that goes with every opportunity. But for the most part, real estate is king. And this is where I'm putting a lot of my focus. Yes, I love crypto. Yes, I love my Amazon business, but real estate is something that I'm putting a lot of energy and focus in. And if you think about it, the wealthy people that you know, how do they become wealthy? Now, there are those people like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos that start businesses and grow them to billions of dollars. And there are those outliers, but for the most part, the people that I know that are really successful, they've invested in real estate, whether it's commercial, whether it's single family homes, whether it's apartments. They've been able to build from $100,000 to $1 million to millions to tens of millions to hundreds of millions to billions of dollars through real estate. And so when I see a lot of people making millions of dollars from real estate, that makes me inclined to, hey, I'm going to do the same thing. And once you understand the benefits and the things that come with real estate, that's when it becomes kind of a no-brainer. So let's come over here, and I just kind of want to talk about a few things that I absolutely love about real estate. It's a tangible asset, so you can touch it. You own it. With crypto, it's just kind of there. Okay, same thing with stocks. You don't have full control. Yes, you own the stock, but if the company goes out of business, then it disappears. Your house can't really disappear. Now, a tragedy could happen, a natural disaster could happen, but that's what insurance is for. So you have a tangible asset that you actually own. The next thing is it's super secure. With crypto, it's not a super secure investment. Like I was saying, it goes up and down, up and down, and up and down. Real estate has proven itself time and time and time again to be consistent, to be steady. And that's what I love about real estate is I put my money into a rental property and I know it's going to perform well. And I can calculate my risks because I know and I have a proven track record of how these homes are going to perform. The next thing, which I absolutely love, is cash flow. Every single month, I am collecting monthly cash flow from my rental properties. Like I was mentioning, I can use that money for multiple reasons, improve my lifestyle. And what I like doing is I just like reinvesting it into more properties, investing it and putting my money to work elsewhere. So that cash flow, when I become 50 years old, let's say I have 100 rental properties, well, I don't need to work another day in my life because I'm just collecting monthly cash flow. And that's not including the tax benefits, the appreciation of the homes, and paying down the principal. And before I know it, when I'm 50, I've got 100 properties free and clear that are all now worth, instead of, let's say, $200,000, they're worth $500,000. And so that is the power of real estate. And that's what I love about it. And the one thing that I like about it as well is I have access to my crypto portfolio with a click of a button, where the homes that I'm buying are out of state. I have two properties here where I live, but the other properties are out of state, and I don't think about them. I just get a monthly check every single month saying, hey, here's rent. And I know that it's performing well and it's less stress. Now, there is a little bit of work involved, where crypto, it's literally 100% passive, but it's really not, because I'm always checking my phone, looking at things and checking things out. So it's a little bit more stressful, where real estate is just slow, steady, and consistent. So those are my thoughts about real estate. Let's jump into Amazon FBA. All right, so first what I wanna do is help you understand what is Amazon FBA. Obviously, we know what Amazon is. You can literally go to Amazon, buy whatever you want, but what does FBA stand for? FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. So what we're doing is we're finding products, we're getting them manufactured overseas, and then we're having our suppliers ship it directly to an Amazon fulfillment center. So when a customer purchases our product, Amazon then ships it directly to the customer in 1 to 2 days. So it's a really cool, unique business model that allows you to basically grow from nothing. Nobody knows you exist, and you leverage Amazon's platform, their fulfillment center, to grow and build your business. So let's come over here inside my screen. I want to just break down some key components of why I absolutely love Amazon. For those that don't know, I started selling on Amazon back in 2017 at the very end of the year. And within my first year, I grew it to $200,000, and my second year, I grew it to over 7 figures. And so it's a really cool business model that I've been able to grow and have a lot of success in, which has enabled me to invest in crypto and invest in real estate. So Amazon, the first thing I want to talk about is it's a minimal startup. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands of dollars to have success building an Amazon business, where with real estate, crypto, you're going to want to invest quite a bit. With Amazon, I recommend having around like $4,000 and you can build a 6-figure business and then grow it to 7 figures. So there's not a lot of business opportunities that allow you to start up with not a ton of money. The next thing is you're leveraging Amazon. Like I mentioned, Amazon's doing the fulfillment. You're leveraging Amazon's customers. You're growing your business because Amazon has this massive juggernaut of a marketplace, and all you need to do is find products and plug it into the system, and you can grow your business from it. So you leverage Amazon to grow your business. The next thing is it's easy to scale. You're not bottlenecked anywhere because Amazon's managing all of the logistics. They're doing the fulfillment. You don't have to have hundreds of employees to grow. And the matter of fact, I have 0 employees for my Amazon business, and I've grown it to 7 figures per year. So it just shows you the power of leveraging Amazon. It's super easy to scale. The last thing is it's a sellable business model. So we're actually building a brand. We're building products that we own. We own the intellectual property, like the trademarks, the listing. You'll own the product photography. You'll own the reviews on the listing. And with that, that's an asset that you can sell for a lot of money. And so what people are doing, and this is kind of my goal, is I'm building up an Amazon brand to potentially sell it in 5 years. And then I can take that money and go dump it into different investments like real estate and crypto. And so what I'm doing with Amazon is I'm using Amazon to feed the fire of my different types of investments. And so if you guys are looking for an opportunity to start an actual business, Amazon FBA is a great opportunity. So that is my thoughts on Amazon. Now what I want to do is kind of compare and contrast each of the individual opportunities. And I put together a chart, as you guys are going to see right here. I have real estate versus crypto versus Amazon FBA. We have kind of the initial investments comparing the cash flow and everything. So this is super cool to kind of paint the picture a little bit better. So this house that I bought was $100,000. I put $20,000 down. So I had to have $20,000 of my own money. And then on top of that, I had to be able to qualify for the loan. So if you don't have like a W-2, or if you're not making enough money, it's hard to qualify for these rental properties. So there are requirements when it comes to real estate. Now you can get creative and get different lenders and use other people's monies and do like hard money loans. But for the most part, this is what I'm doing. So I used $20,000 of my own money. I bought a home worth $100,000, which is awesome. I'm able to leverage from $20,000 to now owning something that's $100,000. And my monthly cash flow is $300 per month. Now, if we did the math, it would take 5 years to recoup my initial investment just basing off my monthly cash flow. Now, I'm not including the tax savings, the tax benefits, and the appreciation and paying down principal. This is just strictly cash flow. So it'd take about 5 years. We come over here and let's say we have a bunch of Bitcoin and we want to put it in BlockFi to earn an interest of 4.5%. So our initial investment is $100,000. Now, this is not taking into consideration Bitcoin going up or going down. It could do either. This is just staying at $100,000, which that's not going to happen. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. And at 4.5%, you would be making $375 a month, which is awesome. But that is a lot of money that you have tied up. Where with real estate, I have $20,000 and I'm making about the same monthly cash flow, and I'm not including the tax benefits, depreciation, and paying down principal. Now, again, I'm not taking into consideration Bitcoin going up, because if Bitcoin doubles, then all of a sudden I'm earning 4.5% on $200,000, which then my monthly cash flow is a lot of money. So that is the upside with crypto. But the downside is if our numbers stay at that, it's going to take 22 years for me to recoup my investment. Even if it doubles, it's going to take me 11 years. So it takes a lot of time to build up a good crypto portfolio where you're collecting monthly cash flow. And again, for the most part, I'm not investing in crypto for monthly cash flow. I'm just kind of showing this to kind of paint the picture between the two. The next thing is Amazon. This is where you're building an actual business. Real estate, crypto, they're a little bit more passive. Real estate is not as passive as crypto is. But with Amazon, the initial investment is around $4,000. You can have more. Technically, you can have a little bit less. But one product with a $4,000 investment, it could do between $1,000 to $4,000 profit your first couple months. And then it just continues to grow from there. So you can take $4,000, turn it into $1,000 a month, and you literally recoup your initial investment plus cash flowing $1,000 a month within the first few months. So there's not a lot of opportunities that allows you to do that. And that's why I like Amazon. And that's why I sell on Amazon, is to then take that money to invest into crypto and real estate. So those are just kind of my thoughts on what I am doing. And a lot of people are kind of doing it in reverse from my perspective. They're like, oh, I just want to invest in a bunch of crypto and I want to get some real estate. But it's like, you understand that you have to kind of have money coming in if you want to do those different types of investments. Now, again, you can leverage other people's monies and do hard money loans and whatnot, but that's where it becomes a little iffy in my eyes. Okay. So yes, it's possible. That is what I'm doing. And this is just my thoughts and my opinions about real estate, crypto, and Amazon FBA. And what I want to do lastly is just kind of break down all of the pros of each of these opportunities. I know I've touched on a lot of them, but again, just to kind of lay it out right here to simplify it. Real estate, you're leveraging money. So you bought a $100,000 piece of property for only $20,000. And that is amazing. You're leveraging. That's important. And it's safe leverage. It's good leverage. You got tax benefits, insane tax benefits. It's really the only investment that I'm not just getting wrecked in taxes, because there's a strategy behind it. You've got monthly cash flow, it's secure, and you also got appreciation. So I love real estate, highly recommend it. The next thing is crypto. I recommend this as well. And the upside is crazy gains. I mean, I've turned a couple $1,000 into 20,000, and you can't really do that anywhere else, but I've also lost $2,000 and it went to zero. So the risk and reward type thing is there. So you just need to kind of understand that. And then the last thing is it's 1,000% passive. With real estate, with Amazon, with these other investments, it does require some maintenance, where with crypto, I put my money in it and I don't have to do a thing. And I'm hopefully making money. I could also be losing money, but it is 1,000% passive, where the other investments, they're not 1,000% passive. Now let's end on Amazon. And the things that I love about Amazon is I have control. So I can go launch more products. I control the price. I control and I own the business. I own the brand. I own everything. It's the same thing with real estate. You own it. You own the asset. So I have a lot more control. The risk versus the reward, it's fairly low risk with a super high reward. You don't have a super big investment, but the reward is super, super high. The next thing is you have an exit strategy. Like I was saying, you have a sellable business model. So here in a couple of years, I can sell my business for, let's say, $1 million plus. Then I can go put it into more rental properties and basically retire. So that is another huge thing about Amazon. And then the next thing is it provides income. It makes and produces a lot of money, produces way more money than my rental properties. Crypto, I mean, there was some months where I was having crazy gains, but the issue with crypto is I can't really pull it out. I just keep leaving it in there, and I haven't really taken any gains. And so I can't really use that money to go buy things. Where with Amazon, I'm making money to then invest into crypto, real estate, buy a house, buy cars, different things like that. So those are my thoughts, opinions about these opportunities. Again, all of these have helped me become a millionaire at the age of 25. I'm heavily invested in all of them. Again, this is not financial advice, but I would recommend doing this because it's worked for me. And that is why I'm making this video, is because this is what's worked for me. Obviously, I'm doing other things, but for the most part, these are the 3 key factors that have helped me get to the situation where I'm at currently at the age of 25. And I hope you guys enjoyed the insight. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, go down, like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and we'll be talking soon.